Well, John Akerele, agriculture expert and entrepreneur, joins us now to talk on this. Thank you for joining us in TVC Breakfast.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Now, the focus of the government is on agriculture. Policies have been made, but one challenge, like you have heard from that report, is the issue of finance, access to loans, ensuring, especially when you see that single-digit interest is not what we're getting. How much of a challenge, you are in this, talk to us, how much of a challenge is accessing loans, hindering, ensuring farmers, get that kind of benefit they intend?
Well, I must confess to you that seriously it's difficult assessing loans, and even when you're able to assess any of the loan, you see that the interest rate is killing. It's killing in the sense that it does not really encourage other young farmers to come into the business, because in a situation where you have an interest rate of about 17%. 17%. I'm being affirmative now. 17%. Some will even go as high as 20%.
Wow.
And then you ask yourself, if I'm getting a loan and I'm paying back 20% interest as a farmer, knowing fully well that the farmer cycle can go as far as 10, 11, 12 months. So you can see the number of debts you have accumulated for yourself even before harvest. So these are things that actually does not encourage people to come into the sector. And it would be nice if the government can actually look into that, not only looking into that, but then make sure that there are policies that will make sure that farmers or young farmers are able to access funds even at a single-digit loan. And then you see the expansion that will come into the sector.
But how does crowdfunding help this? Because we see everywhere a lot of farmers.
A lot of crowdfunding these days.
Initiative these days. How does it help?
Crowdfunding can help, or will I say it's helping, but then it's not a lasting solution. So what I'm saying now is, if we go back to the era of single-digit interest rate loan, now that will bring in more people into the sector, that will increase our yield and production, and that will create more jobs for our people. Now, crowdfunding can only do a microscopic few of the chunk of problem that we have in that sector. So crowdfunding is good, yes, it's working, but then it's not a lasting solution. It's only a palliative measures.
The lasting solution will be ensuring that you get a single-digit figure when it comes to interest.
That will be the lasting solution. Even if it can be reduced, you can have an interest rate of about 6-7% for farmers. Then you are sure that you are actually encouraging people to come into the sector.
So where does the Anchor Borrower Scheme come in all of this?
Well, talking about our cost borrower scheme is something that the government said is working, but for me, and if we are really to be realistic with ourselves, it has its own limitations. And then let's even look at statistics. How many of farmers are able to access this fund? Look at the number of years that this program has been going on. How many farmers are able to access the fund? Then how many of them get the fund directly? So these are things that we only say things on air to people that, okay, we are making out this policy, but we don't follow it deep down to make sure that this thing is actually implemented and we are getting the results. Now, if you have said Akerele's borrowers package is on for farmers, that means that we should have more farmers. That means that we should have increase in production, right? But if you look at our statistics, they negate all of these things. So the government is trying on their part, but I think they should do more by making sure that if you are bringing out a policy, you are bringing out a forum where you can actually disburse funds to farmers, then you should also follow it down to make sure that it is implemented and the money gets to the right people to do the right thing. Then can we say we are good to go.
All right, so John Akerele, let's leave it here now. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.
John Akerele, agricultural expert and entrepreneur, joins us now to talk about this. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so in the development of the agricultural sector, what is the, how can people, private individuals, the private sector, aid this growth?
Well, private investors or private companies can actually help to boost agricultural sector using the public-private partnership scheme.
Okay.
And that is when they also come with the level of expertise, trainings, and all sorts for farmers. Then the government can come in terms of funding. So when these two people come together, you see that there is funding available for farmers, there is adequate and timely training as to the latest trends of farming in the world. So that these two come together, you have training, you have access to funds, then you see that we move on to where we ought to be as a nation.
Now, the Minister of Agriculture said that the federal government will obtain about $1 billion from foreign banks to purchase farming equipment for local farmers in the country. I wonder how this will change or improve on what we already have on the ground.
Like I said, it will improve largely what we have on ground, but then I just hope it's not going to be a
achievable is this?
Now that's the point. The implementation of what we have had is what I'm actually waiting for, because if that is implemented, then you are sure that it's going to improve our agricultural sector, it's going to improve money, it's going to improve job creation, and it's going to improve the food we eat as a people too. So, but then, you know, over time, you keep hearing of different policies, but the implementation of those policies is not done. So if this is followed to the latter, then I can assure you that the story of Nigeria agricultural sector will change.
You expect to be followed to the latter?
I expect that as a farmer, I should be followed to the latter, because that's just the hope that we have, and that's what we're leaning on as a people.
Of course, and then you can only hinge on hope, because the government is looking at the agricultural sector to generate as much funds as possible. But then we can only hope for the best, like you have said.
Yes, let's hope for the best.
John Akerele, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you for having me.